Hello, welcome, welcome in. This is Miss Sonia C. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my stories with you in my life. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you, God. Amen. So, listen, I had challenged myself today. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I wrote something on the other side of this. I challenged myself and I'm gonna put this right behind me. I'm not going to reveal what it is. I'm trying to get better. I'll put it right behind me. I'm trying to get better at what I'm doing. And I realize that in doing so, I need to do it more often. I need to practice discipline and consistency. And that is absolutely what I'm working on. I'm going to be off for the next week, so you may see a lot of me. And I got to push my brand. I got to push what it is that I believe in, and so there it is. There. Before I get started, I just want to give honor to God, who's the head of my life, first and foremost. And I wanted to read out of the I wanted to read out of the Daily Reflections. It's a Narcotic Anonymous book. And this is, see, okay. It's Narcotic Anonymous. I'm sorry, Alcoholic Anonymous. And they have 365 days reflection, different sayings and stuff like that in the book. And you can read them daily, affirmations and so forth. So I'm going to read the one today for March 14th. Okay, this is out of Alcoholic Anonymous, page 62, Daily Reflections. It says, "The Keystone. He is the Father, and we are his children. Most good ideals are simple, and this concept was the keystone of the new and triumphant arc through which we pass to freedom." That's from the Alcoholic Anonymous. Ooh, this is a lot right here, you guys. It's okay. So I'm going to read what is underneath it. It says a keystone is a wedge shaped piece at the highest part of an arc that locks the other pieces in place. The other pieces are steps 1, 2, and 4 through 12. In one sense, this sounds like step 3 is the most important step, that the other 11 depend on the third for support. In reality, however, step 3 is just one of the 12. It is the keystone, but without 11 other stones to build the base and the arms, keystone or not, there will be no arch. Through working all 12 steps, I find that triumphant arch. Is it arc or arch? Okay, I'm not going to let that bother me right now. I find that triumphant arc waiting for me to pass through to another day of freedom. I find that triumphant arc waiting for me to pass through to another day of freedom. You know what? For me to get it, I'm gonna have to read it several times. It takes me a while. I don't read things the first time and it's like, oh, I get it. I don't learn that way, but everybody's different. So what you can do, you can look on Google and you can look for the reflection Alcoholic Anonymous and you can get that information yourself. You don't have to purchase the book. You can look on Google and it'll tell you. But I also have this thing right here. It is, it says, make today count. I don't know if you can see it. It says make today count. And it's just little affirmations that I can read daily to myself. And this is helping me on my journey as well. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. Working this green screen or whatever this screen is, it's a little different. It says March 14th. It says, and so Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I built my life. And so, rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. I could agree. I could agree to that. Because a lot of times, if we don't hit rock bottom, then we're just, we ain't done yet until we hit rock bottom. And enough is enough is enough is enough, you know? So I wanted to share my experiences. Okay. I too have experienced some homelessness. And actually, I shared before, you know, when my son Josiah, he's 6 years old right now. When he was born, I was actually staying in a safe house. It's like Weave. I'm sure you guys have heard of Weave, but it's kind of like similar to Weave. I was staying in a safe house, so you know I had my share of living in shelters and stuff, and you know it's been a humbling experience, you know, but it's one that we can get through. Sometimes we have to go through that to get to the next level. Sometimes God has to bring us all the way down, all right, and then the next time we get something, we appreciate it a little bit differently. And after I had Josiah, it wasn't but a couple of weeks after I had Josiah, I went to the casino. And I'm the kind of gambler that when I go to the casino, nothing else matters outside the casino. Um, when I'm in the casino, when I'm playing, I kind of like tune everything out, you know, and it'd be my breast leaking of milk, and it wouldn't be enough for to get me out of the casino chair. That's not an easy thing to say. You have a newborn baby at home and your breasts are leaking, but yet you cannot step away from the machine. That is a very bad place to be in, you know, especially a mother going through postpartum depression and all those different emotions, you know, having hyperthyroidism, postpartum, you know, new single mom, baby daddy not around, living in a shelter. So many different things hit me at one time. And so that trip to the casino was a very long trip. I want to say that I didn't come back. I didn't come back to get my kid for a couple of weeks. I know that sounds really bad. I'm not happy about it, but I'm here to admit it. It can happen. It happens. And so I've dealt with it. I've asked for forgiveness, and so be it. I'm not gonna harp on that too much, you know. So and I know I'm not the only mother that has suffered from the gambling thing, but I know that my extremes are probably different. A lot of people, I don't know too many people that have went to the same extremes as I have went to. I mean, it's been times when I didn't show up for Christmas. There's been times when I didn't show up for birthdays. Um, it doesn't have to be for any reason at all other than me just being at the casino. So let me just move along here. So that one trip got me kicked out of that shelter, and now I was left to my own devices. And so I end up getting in contact with my son's dad, Josiah's dad. And we ended up getting back together. Like, we weren't together my whole pregnancy. We were not together my whole pregnancy. And but after, the shelter thing happened, he he moved us to the Bay Area, and I stayed at the Hampton Inn for like a whole year. And then for the next year, we stayed at. Oh, by the way, his dad is a gambler too. So, woo, wow. Oh gosh, I'm so glad Josiah. He doesn't like the casino, but he does say sometimes that he wants to go to Kids Quest. But really, deep down inside, I think he just associates the casino with seeing his dad. Um, so what I wanted to talk about is how I survive living. And I may be jumping all around, and I don't mean to. I have so many stories. I have so many things that I want to share with people. Okay? But I do want to share with you guys some hope on how to get through it. You may be a mother who's living in a hotel right now with your children. How do you boost your morale? How do you handle it? Well, I'll tell you this. I know that one thing about mothers is that we like to cook for our children. I know that it's very important for our children to have a decent meal. And living at hotels, if we don't have a kitchenette, it's extremely hard. I get it. And so one thing that I did is I purchased me a hot plate, one of those little griddles. I mean, let me tell you something, baby. Me and my kids, we had we had pancakes and sausages. We had potatoes. I had me a crock pot. I would cook some greens up in that thing up in there. The whole hotel, whole Hampton Inn. Y'all listen. I was frying chicken at the Hampton Inn Hotel, and no, I didn't have no suite. I had a regular old little room with a little bitty old refrigerator and a little bitty old microwave. But I surely did. I made the best out of what I had, and I want to encourage you, whether you have children or not, if you live at a hotel, invest in um a little skillet, plug it in, make you fried chicken. Get creative, get you some plastic tubs so you can, fry your chicken and put it in a little plastic thing. And then if you got to make your macaroni and cheese, you ain't got to go buy the whole Martha Stewart pot set. You don't have to do that. Just get you one little skillet type thing, and you can do that. Even when we lived at Cash Creek, we had it. I mean, yeah, yes. And people say, and so we lived at the Cash Creek. Yeah, we did live at the casino. Like, how do you live at the casino and you're homeless? How could you afford to do it? Well, when you are a gambler, the majority of your money goes to the casino, and then you accumulate something called comps. And so it's very dysfunctional, and it's not regular. It's not a normal thing. But when you have two compulsive gambling parents, between their free plays and between their gambling, playing and stuff, we made up for it. When he was able to get the room from, in the beginning, we were able to stay there at the casino like Sunday through Thursday. And then on Thursday and Friday, we went in town somewhere. And mind you, it would just be me and my children. He would be at work somewhere. So it was just mainly me and my kids at a hotel. Oh, by the way, he had a house. He had a house with his sister. I don't know. Um, so that's another subject that yeah, I'm not gonna get into. But it was just me and my babies, honey. It was just me and my babies, and it was very lonely a lot of the times. I tried to make sure that I did normal things like get outside of the hotel room. I'm not from Pittsburgh because I had went to the Bay Area to stay. I'm not from out there, so I didn't feel comfortable just leaving and going around town, I went to a park around the corner. I kept it within like a 5 mile radius. I really didn't do much. Only thing I did was wait around for him to come back and visit me and my kids at the room. And then he'd go home because he was a single dad of taking care of his teenage son while living with his sister. And so, he'll come back late night and we would just be, it was just a vicious cycle. All we did was wait around on him. And then on the weekend, we headed up to Cache Creek. Cache Creek was the place that we normally stayed because he's the man at Cache Creek. That's just how it all went down.
I was gonna Cache Creek with my dad.
See,
Because they had all kinds of donuts.
just like so I'm doing a video right now. My son is right here and he's saying, I want to go to Cache Creek with my dad. I so yeah. It's all good. Um it was just a trip. Even the casino people, they knew my kids. I mean, I know people wanted to help us so bad because we would be there. Sometimes we didn't have to check out. Sometimes we stayed like one year we stayed in August, the whole month of August. We didn't check out on the weekends or nothing. We just were like we were there the whole time. And security, they would be like, like, what's going on? Why are you always here with your kids? It was just really crazy. I even got creative, you guys. I got so creative because my gambling was really out of control. It is really hard to have it was really hard for me to be at the casino. That is my drug of choice. Casino was just that was my vice. That was, something that I I craved night and day. I craved to play. I craved because when I was downstairs playing, the casino slots, it just made me feel like powerful. It made me feel in control. It made me like numb away from the reality of what was going on in my life. And I did some really horrible things. I'm just here to say, I don't know if anybody can relate. I did crazy things like set up nanny cams in my room so I could like watch my kids while I'm like they'll be asleep upstairs and I would be watching them on my cell phone. I know a lot of people are gonna probably judge me for this, but I don't really care what you do. Actually, I'm sharing my experience. I'm just sharing how it can get really ugly in that dark world, the casino, where you guys don't, a lot of people don't really want to talk about it, but I'm here to talk about it. So, like I'm saying, is that I would be staying in the hotel, but I would have that nanny cam on my phone, looking at my kids because they were babies. Like I said, when I got kicked out of the shelter, my son was just like a couple of weeks old, and then it was off to the streets I was running. And yeah, so we did the Hampton Inn and we did the Cache Creek. We did the Thunder Valley, got kicked out of Thunder Valley. Me and my baby daddy, we got into it at Thunder Valley. In the hotel, I was in the room and then he was downstairs doing the fraternizing and he got caught slipping, left his phone in my room in the hotel room, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I went through his phone, and the next thing you know, he come back to the room and I wouldn't give him his phone, and so the hotel security guard, I told him I don't got the phone, so he wanted them to call the police on me. So we got banned from there. We got 86 from there. So me and him got 86, but they reinstated his thing because he's the high roller. I'm just a little person. I think at the time I just had the green card. He had the black card. I just had the green card. I really wasn't, you know. high rolling like how he was. He was the money man. Look, cash is king at the casino. It don't matter what you do morally wrong. If you got that dollar, baby, you can get whatever you want. Them hosts love you. It's all about the dollar bill. But see, one thing that pisses me off is at the end of the day, no matter how much money you spend at the casino, when it's all said and done, if you don't have no more money, you're just another number. They don't care about your kids being hungry. They don't care about your kids being cold. They don't care about you hauling you and your babies off in your pack to the top car because you ain't got no more comps. You know, they don't care about that either. And so I just decided, I'm just recently deciding after 20 years that, hey, I want to go I want to go where I am celebrated, not tolerated. I think that's what Kevin Gates say. I want to go. I'm celebrated, not tolerated. Yeah, I think I'm. See, the enemy makes me think I'm celebrated at the casinos because I got hosts. I got people that acknowledge me when I come in. They see me. They like, oh, hi, Miss Coleman. Hi, how you doing? You need some cigarettes? You need this? You need that? So it feels like they're celebrating me until I get broke. And then, but see, the place that I'm really celebrated is at home with my babies. They really love me. And then every time I was away from them at the casino, I'm leaving them in other people's care. People's people people that care for my children are people that I love and people that love my children, but my children were not their children. Other people will get tired of your children. People will call CPS on you if you do not come back and get your kids. I took advantage of the situation with my own mother because she's a gambler. I felt like I can get away with it. Like, if anybody understands me, it's my mother. So I decided to go ahead and leave my kids with my mom several times, sometimes a month in. And she's an old little lady, and that was not fair to her. Now, I didn't mean to get into what is somebody is posting all this stuff on my thing. Hold on, what? Best girls in the world. What the heck is that? Oh yeah, no, I don't appreciate that. I don't need none of them type of comments. I don't even know how to delete them kind of comments. Um, that's crazy. People will find any way they can to just coming to just get in the way of what it is that you're trying to share when it's something good. That is completely crazy. That's okay. The devil is a lie. I got something for you, Satan. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Hmm. I don't know what's that about. Hold on a minute. Oh, okay. Mm. Yeah, I'm on live, but I'm not really talking about nothing. I was just trying to share with the world that how I survived living at Cache Creek and how I survived it all. It was a dark time. So I think I did good with my challenge to myself.
Challenge?
Yeah, I challenged myself today.
Let me go out here real quick. It's warm in here.
It is. It's warm.
It's always warm in here.
Yeah. So what is going on, you guys? Hi, friend. Nothing much. I'm just on here, just trying to push a little hope. And no, not at work today. So I'm off for the whole week, and I'm off for the whole week. And so I said, look, I'm going to post every day. I'm going to post multiple times throughout the day. Anytime something comes to my mind, I'm going to post because I'm trying to get better at what it is that I'm doing. Um, but the kids are out of school for one whole week, except for, well, Malcolm, he gets to go to intercession, which is from 7:45 to 8, to 12, 4 hours. So I'm trying to stay busy and improve what it is that I'm doing. I know, I know they do. And actually, so I said I'm gonna challenge myself. I said I'm gonna challenge myself today, and I'm going to come on here, and I'm gonna try looking more at the camera and not everything else on the screen, like looking at myself. And I know that. Okay, so this was what I said earlier. I said I'm gonna challenge myself Oh, I'll just read it because for some reason the whole green screen. I says I'm gonna challenge myself. I says I challenge myself to not comment on my own self consciousnesses. If I even said that word right, I says I'm a game changer. I am a game changer, a trendsetter, and I create my own identity and style. Be you, Miss Sonia C. So I know my eyebrows are a little different, and I'm very self-conscious about different things, especially when I try something new. I may try something. So yes, they are very different, and it was a risk for me to do my eyebrows different because they look completely different and abnormal, and it kind of almost looks like a unibrow. But to be honest, I kind of like the fact that they are different. And I've always admired people who had unibrows. I've never shared that before, but I've always admired people who had unibrows. I'm going to tell you why. I believe that they have more options. I love it. I love people with thick, hairy eyebrows. I used to love, I'll be sure, I was a big one unibrow eyebrow fan. Um, my hair just doesn't grow like that, but I admire unibrows. And so I said, I'm going to try something really risky. I kind of like it. And I'm always putting them on. I can never get both eyebrows to be completely perfect, but maybe I can just make them crooked on purpose. And then that'll be my style. And then I don't have to worry about how they look or them being so perfect, because I find myself a lot of the times trying to make it perfect. I mean, it's like it's hard to make women happy sometimes with these eyebrows. If we don't have them on, then we're not happy. If we do have them on, then one is crooked, one don't look like right, one is darker than the other. It's just crazy. So I am aware of how different they look. So I don't know. Good morning. Hi, Anj. If you're there, I can't really tell who's on here, who's not on here.
Who is it?
Come here. Come in. Who is it?
She said, "Come here."
Oh, hi.
Hey, I wondered if I could give you some gas to give me a ride to Bowling Green. I just behind, it's by the Fur Bacon over there on Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
Yeah.
Okay. What
Yeah.
time you trying to go there?
Like now.
Oh, Mom, I want to go.
Are you looking at my eyebrows?
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Yeah, I'm just looking at you. Period. Yeah, but you look cute though. That's different. Your eyebrows is different. I've never seen like it. That's different. Yeah, that wasn't what I was looking at until you said so. I was just looking at you because we were talking. When you talking to people, you just look at them in the face. But you didn't. When you said something about your eyebrows, now
I know.
Yeah,
They're a little
that's
different.
That's cute though.
It's cute.
It is, and it's because it's different. That's what I like because it's different. Nobody's ever worn nothing like that. I've never seen that. I mean, for real, and it's cute. I'm not just saying that.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I would never just tell nobody that that's cute.
No, I appreciate that.
I would do it. I just don't know how to shape. Girl, I be trying all the time with my eyebrows. One time I had mine kind of different, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna wear this.
Right, yes. I just, I was like, okay, I was just talking about it. Okay, so I feel like my eyebrows kind of got that yin yang effect to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like that yin yang, that yin yang, that black and that white yin yang. Is that called yin yang?
Yin yang.
Yeah, so I kind of got the yin yang. This the yin yang brow, y'all. If y'all don't know about the yin yang, I'm sorry. I'm on live. So I'm just saying, I think I'm going to call this the yin yang. So anybody want to try the yin yang with me, y'all? It's all good.
Right, that is. You funny.
Thank you.
I'm on live, okay? This is yin yang, y'all.
No, but okay, sis, I can do that.
Okay,
you ready right now?
I'm ready. Yeah, I just
Okay. Well, let me I'll log off on here.
Okay.
And See that? I mean, that's just divine intervention. Maybe God was saying, I shared what I needed to share, and it's time for me to get off, and that's what's up. So, with that being said, I love you guys. God bless. Please hit a like. If you are viewing my video, please hit a like. Please share. Okay. Thank you, and God bless.
Okay, girl, you be on your looking your shit. Your stuff be hitting up on my phone all the time. I don't get every